Hello and welcome to the world of Taste, Try,
And now this important announcement from the Nassau Disappointed Cruisers Association.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Our port today is Nassau.
Nassau. Great.
What do you want to do?
No idea.
Maybe walk around the port?
Again?
Go shopping?
We don't need another Nassau magnet.
Go to Hooters for some wings, I guess.
We can do that at home.
You just want to stay on the ship and take a nap?
Well, it's Nassau, so I guess.
Have you ever had this conversation?
Have you ever had this conversation?
Nassau is the most visited port on cruise itineraries. And if you're one of those who have been underwhelmed by a stop in Nassau, well, today on the Carnival Sunshine, we thought we'd try something a little, let's say, different.
All right, our official good morning and welcome back to Taste, Try, Travel. We are off the ship in Nassau. Looks like we're parked next to, what do you say? Parked. We are docked next to a Disney ship. We are getting ready to start our adventure. This is not a ship excursion. In fact, it's nothing that we've done before, and we hardly see anybody else doing this. So we're not sure if it's a good idea or a really bad idea, but we're gonna find out.
I don't know.
Yeah, 100.
So technically, what our adventure entails today is not on Nassau, it's more or less underneath Nassau.
All right, we have arrived at Clifton Heritage Park in one piece. We weren't sure there for a little bit. So anyway, we are here. We just checked in the main building. It's $25 per person to get on the grounds and to snorkel. And then we rented fins for $11 each.
Clifton Heritage Park opened in 2009 as a way to preserve and display culture and legacy of these islands. From coastal wetlands, dunes, offshore coral reefs, onshore historical ruins, and sandy beaches, these 208 acres of paradise on New Providence Island have drawn nature lovers, adventure seekers, and even movie studios. We came to see the highlight of this park, Ocean Atlas. Ocean Atlas was sculpted from sustainable, pH-neutral materials designed to encourage local coral growth. Towering 18 feet tall and weighing over 60 tons, she is the world's largest underwater sculpture. Several other locally created sculptures complete this artistic underwater garden.
All right, after we checked in at the main building, it's actually not a bad walk at all to come down to the water, but it's really rough. Not any type of accessible, really. The water looks beautiful, but it looks a little rough. Some pretty big waves. So we said we wanted an adventure. Guess that's what we're gonna get.
We decided to snorkel out to Ocean Atlas, a true adventure today considering how rough the surf was. Since it submerged about 300 feet from shore, we asked the guide if he thought we could make it out there.
You can try.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Is it just because the current is so bad?
It's the breeze actually
Okay.
is helping with the current.
Okay.
The breeze is what making those swells.
Yeah.
And the current underneath. So
So this is considered rough.
yeah.
Yeah. Much rougher
That's
than
one of
this,
our
you wouldn't
worst
let
days.
anybody out?
Pardon?
If it gets much worse, you don't let anybody out?
No. This one of our worst days. That it is flat.
Oh no! We came on the wrong day. All right, so basically they're saying it's really rough. So there's a really strong breeze and the current is pushing this way, this way, this way. So there's one buoy. But the statue we want to go to, where is it now? Oh, it's hard to see. We're bobbing in the ocean. It's a yellow one over there. That's where Ocean Atlas is. So we've got a battle getting out there. And we just talked to two people who weren't able to do it.
Well, they were going to the sculpture garden.
Oh, okay.
They weren't able to do that. They were able to get to the Ocean Atlas.
Okay.
So I think if we kind of head out towards the center and fade over and then call for a rescue helicopter.
Exactly. This makes me a little nervous. The guys who work here every day said this is rough, so what is life without adventure? We're gonna try it. The water is gorgeous. All right, nice camera is going away. Water camera is coming out.
Do it.
Let's do it.
I got the kids.
My shorts are still on.
Yeah, I see that. I am ready. This thing on. There we go.
I'm going to try to touch her hand.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
All right. an adventure. Woo! I loved it.
Awesome.
What? I'm so glad we didn't chicken out. That was great. That was so much fun. Seeing it, I hope it came out good on camera. Oh my goodness, so much fun.
That was amazing. One of the best snorkeling we've ever done.
I spend my days in despair, for in my mind you're still there. When nights turn cold and blue, how will I live without you?
We didn't film a whole lot because everything went bam, 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 bam. We had the taxi driver drop us off at the fish fry and he pulled us right up, and then the owner of Curly's came out and Curly himself came out and basically pulled us into his restaurant. He offered us a free, what was it, a Bahama Mama? I'm not gonna turn that down. Woo, woo. I don't know what's in it, but it's delicious.
I spend my days in the past. What could I have done to make it last? The sleepless nights bring dreams of you. How did you do? I count the days since you've been gone. Somehow, someway, life goes on. I took the good with the bad. You're still the best I ever
As Curly's silhouettes my head, go to Curly's for fried fish.
Yes.
We're on the fish fry. Go there for fried fish. That is delicious. One of the best fried
yep,
fish we've ever had in
ever,
our
ever,
lives.
ever.
All right, we're going to attempt to walk back to the ship and maybe end up on one of those cruise news channels as a pier runner.
Oh no, let's
Because we
not
got
do
2
that.
hours. I think it's only 20 minutes away, but we'll find out.
Exactly.
Let's go.
All right, we finished up our lunch. We just spoke to a fantastic guy, Dervin. Shout out to you. Go ahead and start your channel. He told us a little bit about the history of Clifton Heritage Park, where we just came from. So fun to talk to the locals. Definitely come to the fish fry. Even if you get dropped off by a cab, there are tons of cabs here that can take you back if you want. We are opting to walk. It is 2:25. We're gonna see how long it takes. Well, we've wasted 15 minutes already.
We can't count that on our walk back.
We talked to everybody. It's my little piece of
It's beautiful. I love
shell. Yeah, it's really pretty. This is my souvenir from the trip. All right, we really need to start walking.
Yes, we
or else
do.
the ship's gonna leave without us. Let's go. Hello, little fellas. Hello.
Wow, that was terrible lighting.
We are back. We are exhausted, but the really good kind of exhaustion from a day at the beach.
Yes. We may have made a
mistake. We decided to have the cab drop us at the fish fry so we could get some lunch, and then we were going to walk from the fish fry back to the pier.
Which I don't have internet on my phone, so I couldn't really see how long. And I asked the server, and she said 20 minutes.
If you jog, it's 20 minutes. Maybe she jogs. It was like 40 to 45, and my back did not like that.
No,
I think it was...
Don't say that, because then we sound old. We're not old. We're young
Not
chickens.
Forget I said anything about my back.
First, we want to kind of rewind a little bit. We want to share all the details in case this is something you want to do, which we found it the best thing we've ever done in Nassau. We took a cab to Clifton Heritage Park. When we first walked out of the ship, we went up to one of the taxi drivers and we told them where we wanted to go. They said $60 each way. We talked them down to $50 each way plus a $20 tip. So that's how much it's going to cost you to get there and get back.
I didn't talk them down. Beth,
no, I do. That's my job.
She'd love to do that.
I love to barter.
I love to watch.
So once we got there, the people were so incredibly nice that worked there. The security guy gave us the directions. We went to check in. They gave us both wristbands. I think I said earlier, but it was $25 per person to get in the park and to snorkel, and then $11 to rent fins, which is a must.
Now, we were here on a day that was very... not stormy, but rough. A lot of breeze.
Yes.
Very rough. They said if it was any more rough, they wouldn't let anybody go out.
Right.
So
we were right on the edge of it being,
We were here when it was about as rough as you'll ever get, and you definitely need fins.
Yeah.
I would say even if it's calm, you need fins, because it's a decent swim.
It is. We paid and we walked down, so you have to kind of walk down the hill a little bit. I think it's about a quarter mile. Kind of from where you check in to where you get into the beach.
Yeah.
The restrooms are only at the top of the hill, so use the restroom. It's nice and air conditioned, which was great. Once you get to the bottom of the hill, there's two kind of sheds. One has lockers, but there's no lock on them, and there's no way to put a lock on them. There's no lockers.
There's no lockers. There's shelves.
There's like some open shelves where you can leave things. So
yeah, and if one of those guides stays back and doesn't go out with you, I would have no problem leaving anything there. They were fantastic guides.
Right when we got to that little shed and we were going to get our stuff, there was a couple that was coming out of the water, and they had been there snorkeling for a couple days. They said the day before it was like clear as glass and they got to do everything, but today they didn't even make it out to the Ocean Atlas and the buoy there because it was so rough. So it kind of worried us at the beginning. We're like, oh no, are we going to be able to do this?
Should we do this?
Like that question was like in my head, like are we strong enough swimmers for this? So we got in the water, and it was exhausting swimming out that far.
Yes. The first 100 feet swimming out was the hardest because the waves were breaking in there. They calmed down a little as you got out, although they still were probably, 7-8 foot swells out there?
So we were maybe in the water for an hour. We did tip the guys, so we tipped them $10 each. So it was probably about a $200 activity. So by the time we took the cab there, we paid to get into the park and rent our fins and took care of tipping them. So it's not too bad considering you probably would have paid about that much for a short excursion.
You would have paid probably a bit more for that short excursion if it was offered, but obviously they don't offer it.
As far as timing, we got off the ship at 9:30, 9:45. It was exactly 45 minutes to drive there and about 40 to come back because we ended up at the fish fry instead of back at the cruise terminal. So we didn't feel rushed. We had plenty of time. It didn't feel like we were going to miss the boat at all.
And just so you know, if you're nervous about taking a cab out there and then you're like, I really hope that they come back and pick me up because I have a ship to... We were a little suspect on that too. The people that work there will take care of you. They were like, don't worry about that. We will make sure you get back to your ship when you need to get back. Final thoughts on this?
Final thoughts. It's something you've got to do. Nobody else is doing it. Get away from the cruise ship. Get away from the busy port. Go out on your own and don't be afraid because we did it and we loved it.
100%. If you like to snorkel, you like the water, do it. Don't hesitate. You will love it. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
so much fun.
So I'm glad we had a chance to do that. Try something a little bit different. That's in our name, Taste, Try, Travel. We want to always try something different and something new, and I'm glad that we could share that with you. So thank you again for liking and subscribing to follow our adventures, and we will see you in the next video. Good night.
Bye, everyone.